again, this is the Craps Coach. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest videos and updates, and be sure to leave a comment. We enjoy hearing from you and listening to your feedback. Today is another video in the Craps Basics series. I'm going to talk about three things: the C bet, the E bet, and a horn bet. We're going to kind of define what those are. So let's get first into looking at the color. You can see the C and the E, even down here, any craps, is red. Even the horn bet is red. And typically, red represents one roll bets. So when you make that bet, the next roll of the dice will determine whether that wins or loses. All right, so let's first go over C. So it's represented here, any craps. And these, and the arrows represent, there's 8 of them, so this is a 12-foot table. And these represents that on this side of the table, there are 8 players, and then on this side of the table, 8 players. So this would represent position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the thing about these bets, they're all in the center of the table. So the stick man, who stands right in front of them, will book your bets. So when you make a bet, you have to verbalize what you want and then put your money down. A lot of these bets can be as little as $1. So even if the table minimum is $5 or $10, you can still make these bets for as little as $1. So let's first go over the C. You can see here it pays 7 to 1. So craps, by definition of craps, what the craps means are the numbers 2, 3, and 12. So when you put $1, and I'm going to put just $1 down here, you're saying that on the next roll, if a 2, 3, or 12 shows up, you will win this bet. Now, a lot of times people use this bet to hedge when they're on the pass line, because if crap shows up 2, 3, or 12, they lose their pass line bet, but they win this one, so essentially they stay the same, and you can see the odds there. All right, you can see from the chart, payoff is 7 to 1, and the house edge is about 11%. All right, the other bet that you can do down here, I'll talk about, is an 11. 11 is represented by the E's. Again, all the arrow positions represent the table positions. E is also represented right here and here too. But a lot of times, on the come out roll, you hear a lingo is give me a $2 C and E, so it's $1 to cover the C and $1 to cover the 11. So on the come out roll, if an 11 is rolled, the pass line wins, and then you actually win this one at 15 to 1. And this C bet right here was to hedge in case craps rolled on that. So again, the house edge is 11.1%. You can see from the chart, it's a one roll bet. By the way, E, or 11, is referred to as a yo. Because in craps, the superstition is you do not say the word 7. So 11 apparently sounds too much like 7 and be confusing, so they call it a yo. Okay, so that's how the C and the E can be used in craps. You could also be bound here. Again, it's booked by the stick man in the center. All right, and the last one I'm going to talk about is a horn bet. Horn bet right here. Horn bet represents 4 bets at once. So if you look at the distribution, the 2 and the 3 are on one end of the distribution, and the 11 and the 12 are on the other. So a horn bet is actually you're betting on the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. And if you look at like horns, like the distribution represents a horn, so therefore it's kind of the horn. If you look at the distribution, the 4 and the 10 are referred to as the outside numbers, so those numbers that are outside the outside numbers, the 2 and the 3, 11 and the 12, are referred to as the horns. So the horn bet is making 4 bets at one time. You are essentially betting on the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. And so it's simply made by putting that there. In the stick man, he would put it based upon your position on the table. And now you're actually covering for $4. You're covering the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. And so if any of those numbers show up, you are paid according to the odds for those particular numbers. 30 to 1 for the 2 and the 12, and then 15 to 1 for the 11, like I talked about as far as the E, and 15 to 1 for the ace deuce or the 3. Now, we actually have horn high right here. So I defined what a horn bet is. 4 bets at once, bet in multiples of 4. You're paid off when it wins, you're paid off on the correct odds. So even though it's 4 bets, you lose if the 2 were to show up. You lose the 3, the 11, and the 12, but you win this one at 30 to 1. And so you're actually paid off correctly. So again, it's 4 bets, so you can get away with putting down $4 like this. But they did this horn high. So what it is, so if you say, give me a horn high aces, now you put a $5 chip down. So the high, the word high is going to represent the fact that instead of having $1 on 2, you actually have $2. So again, a horn bet is 4 bets in ones. It costs $4 to do it. But if you simply put down a red chip and say horn high aces in this case, you're representing where the extra $2 go. So effectively you have $2 on 2, $1 on 3, $1 on 11, and $1 on 12. It's just a lot easier to book the bet saying horn high aces or horn high ace deuce, horn high 12, or give me a horn high yo, which is my favorite because I just like saying the word yo. So that represents I have $2 down on 11, $1 on 2, $1 on 3, and $1 on 12. So again, all these bets are in red, and you can see that they are 1 roll bets. So the next roll of the dice will determine whether that wins or loses. Okay, so fairly quick video about the C, represented here and here, the 11 there, or the yo, represented here and actually here too, and horn bet, and you can see the odds on each individual number that we get that can make a bet, and then what actually a horn high is as far as that goes. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, thanks for joining in. We appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest videos and updates. And if you got any feedback to let us know about, please leave us a comment. Thanks for watching.